Is there something missing in your life? Or maybe you feel stuck and you see yourself going around and around and around and not making the forward progress that you would like? Well, I'm Deepa Liu and I'm the Creative Mystic. I've been on the spiritual path for 30 plus years, just looking for deeper and deeper understanding, and I want to share that deeper understanding with you. I want to share with you today what's keeping you going around in circles, okay? The two big beliefs that keep you stuck and not moving forward. Okay, and this is going to be a series, so there's going to be more than one video here, but today I'm going to share with you what's keeping you stuck, those two biggest beliefs that are keeping you stuck. Let's start with why you feel like something's missing, why you're going around and around in circles. Because if you are stuck and you feel like you're not making forward progress, you feel like something's missing, even if you may not relate to me saying that. What keeps you going around and around in circles and not having forward progress is your subconscious programming. And your subconscious programming is all the things that came in before the age of 7, that you heard, overheard, that were said to you, that you experienced, that makes up the programming. And from those experiences and what you heard and overheard and everything, you develop what are called beliefs. Now, the great thing about beliefs is that you were given them so they can be changed, okay? But today we're going to talk about the two biggest beliefs that keep you stuck. And those beliefs are, let's start with belief number 1, okay? Belief number 1 that keeps people stuck is this belief: I'll believe it when I see it. Now think about it. If you've been trying to manifest something different in your life, whether it be a significant other, or a better paying job, or going out on your own business, whatever that is, or maybe you have your own business and you've been trying to change the direction of the business so that you can make more money or have it be more on purpose, so you're doing what your purpose is, okay? Because if you're on the planet, you're here and you have a purpose, okay? So maybe you've been trying to do those things, but you haven't been able to see it and move forward because you have the belief, I'll believe it when I see it. And it's the complete opposite of the truth, the spiritual truth that's out there, which is you have to believe it, then you'll see it. See, we've all been programmed with the idea that you have to believe what you see on the physical plane, and until you see it on the physical plane, you don't believe it. There's a small percentage of people who don't have that belief. And those people who don't have that belief are people like the Wright brothers who invented the airplane, because there wasn't anything to see, and they had this belief that they could make an airplane. The iPod, the first invention of the iPod, we had music where it had to be on a CD and a physical product, and Steve Jobs came up with this great idea about creating music that didn't have to be on anything physical. Okay, so the few percentage of the people that don't have that belief, where they have to believe it when they see it, they create inventions. They go and they act on their purpose because they don't have to believe it, see it in the physical plane before they'll see it. And if you have to see it in the physical plane before you're going to act on it, before you're going to do it, before you're going to believe you can do it, because you have to actually believe it first, okay, before you're going to go, okay, I'm going to make effort to do this, you will forever be going around in circles, feeling stuck and feeling like something's missing, okay? All words for the same thing because of that belief. I'll believe it when I see it, okay? So maybe you've gotten yourself to go, okay, I've done enough spiritual study where I actually know that the energetic, the spiritual, which is unseen, because that's, anything spiritual is unseen. You cannot see, most people can't see, God. Most people can't see angels. Some can, but very few, okay? I see spirit guides in my meditation, but I don't see them like in the physical world, okay? So if I was waiting to see it in the physical world, I would never ever believe it or act on it, okay? So that belief is stopping you, okay? So maybe you've gotten to the point where, okay, I believe in the spiritual realm, and I know there's angels, and I know there's all these things out there that that aren't on the physical plane. They're on the, people call the fourth dimension. They're on the spiritual dimension, or I say in the ethers, okay? Maybe you've gotten to that place where you have that belief. But you still don't see yourself moving forward. And what's keeping you stuck? Your programming, your beliefs, all that subconscious programming that got in there before the age of 7 that's telling you things, why you can't move forward. And here's the second biggest belief why you don't move forward. Because you've been programmed to believe you have to know how you're going to do it before you actually act on it. You have to know how you're going to do it before you can commit to, like, I'm doing this. And that is the other big belief that is just not true. You don't have to know the how, you just have to affirm that this is what I want. See, so you've been taught that if you don't know the how you're going to get something, that you can't actually commit to getting it in your life. And so if you have a purpose that you've kind of had an inkling you'd like to do, but you don't know the how, your program is going to have you going around and around and around, so that you don't move forward. Now, I will also say the other thing that's operating, it's not necessarily a belief, but it's the way your subconscious mind works, is it wants safety, security, and sameness. Okay, and so anything that's new and different is going to be difficult, and you need support to help you move forward. And so you want to be able to know that. And that's one of the reasons why I offer a next step connection call, a complimentary one, to see, are you ready to move forward with a coach? Because you have a blind spot. You cannot see your own self. You cannot see that you're going around in circles necessarily. You may, if you're highly aware, but a lot of people don't even realize they're doing it. I had a friend that did it for eons, and I finally said, you've been doing this for over 2 years. Not eons, obviously, but 2 years where you've been doing it, over a year, and make a decision, choose, okay? So anyway, off sidetrack a little bit. So you want to be able to own what you desire, commit, decide you're going to have it. And to do that, you do not have to know the how. How is God's job, Spirit's job. And that's where you have to learn how to listen and develop your intuition and follow those inklings that you get so that you actually act on it. But if you can actually change those beliefs, you'll find it starts to be a little more smooth sailing. You'll start to be in the flow more. So how do you change your beliefs? And if you're like what I see with most people, you have a challenge. If you've been on this spiritual path of manifestation or believing you're the creator of your reality and you want to have that connection with the divine, you probably have seen yourself try to change beliefs and struggle to do it. And so just to let you know, in the next video that's coming up, I'm going to talk about why beliefs are so hard to change. Okay, and talk to you about how you can start to make it so it's easier to change them. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If this was helpful to you at all in any way, please be a blessing in the world and share it with someone you know. And turn on your notifications and give me a thumbs up. All right? Have a miraculous day, and I'll see you in the next video. Blessings.